Hey, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making this homemade apple crisp. Today we're making Food 52's recipe for this apple crisp. I'm so excited. Recipe is in the link in the description below. You want to take your apples. I had 5. So you're going to peel and core the apples. I didn't core them. I just cut them up in 4 after I peeled them. I cut the recipe in half and swapped Granny Smiths for Fuji apples. And then you want to take them and you want to cut them into 8ths. I added them to the pan here. I lightly greased it with Crisco because it doesn't say anything about if you should grease it or not. Then you want to add in, I did a 1/3 cup of light brown sugar, an 1/8 teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of flour, and remember this is half of the amount for the recipe. Then you want to use your hands and toss everything until the sugar starts to dissolve and the apples are like evenly coated. And then you want to spread the apples out so they're all in one even layer across the pan. Then in a large bowl, you want to add 3/4 cup of rolled oats, 1/2 cup of flour, and 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, and then the 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you want to mix that up. I mixed it lightly because we're going to take 6 tablespoons of cold cubed butter. I usually use unsalted, but we were out, so I mixed it with margarine. And it's going to take a little bit. But you take a fork. I cut it in with the fork. It's called like cutting the butter in to make the dough type of mixture for the streusel. So I did this for a little bit. That way it kind of breaks up the butter evenly. And then once you get it all kind of mixed together, you want to take your hands and then you're just going to start to clump it together, make it look like cookie dough almost. That way it's like sort of one big piece. And then you want to just break up that mixture all over the pan. Just make sure it's as even as possible. Mine looks a little sad because like I said, I did a half of the amount of the recipe. And then you want to put it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for, it says 30 to 40 minutes. So I did 15 minutes and then you want to rotate the pan halfway through. So this is how it looked when I rotated it halfway through. Then I put it back in for another 15 minutes. And then you take it out. You're kind of looking for the streusel to be like a lightly golden brown on top and the apples to be bubbling underneath. It says not to overcook it, but it's a little hard to tell. But it'll continue to crisp as it cools. So this is how it looks. So then I wanted to plate it. So I just took a knife and I kind of cut off the part that looks a little burnt since it's a little bit less than the full amount. If you did the full amount, I'm sure it would be a lot better. Very glad I greased the pan also because that helps a lot. So I got my little plate on the side. And I also let this cool. You're supposed to let this cool for 15 minutes. That's why it's on the kitchen table. But yeah, so then I just took it off and we plated it. I think the Fuji apples are a little bit more sweet than if you would use the Granny Smith ones because they're kind of tart. But I even put a little bit in a separate bowl for myself. Like I said, the recipe is in the description below. I did half of the amount, but you can do the full amount if you want more. You could totally add ice cream to this, as that would be so much better. I just ate it kind of plain. Sometimes I add a little milk. I don't know if that's weird. But here is the final product. But that's pretty much it for this video. This kind of reminds me of like an apple bake that my mom made. I don't know if it was apple crisp, but it was similar. It's supposed to be like a streusel on top. If I had it in a bowl, it's a little, not that it's dry, but I feel like I would add like maybe milk or something. I don't know if that's weird to add to it, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna have this for breakfast tomorrow probably. But yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more Halloween content from me this spooky season. We'll be doing a bunch of baking videos along with my normal makeup videos and some gaming videos. Let me know what you think and thanks for watching.